I was in the side chat the other day and Metalhead Hippie's unboxing of his mixer, and on the Mitch and Don show, they were talking about how they run their equipment or their gear into their computer. And so I thought I'd do a video and show you like how my setup is. I ain't telling anybody to buy this kind of a setup. It's just what works for me, and I'll go along and show you what I use and why I use it and how it works for me. And full disclosure here, I've paid for everything. I'm not affiliated with Line 6 or Apple products. I just like using them. So here's a couple pictures of my studio. And I'm basically running a Line 6 Helix into a Focusrite Scarlett. I think it's an 8i. And then I run that into a Mac Pro. This is a 2015, so it's already 6 years old. And I'm using Rocket 6 KRK monitors to monitor my sound. And I have a AKG, that's a P220 mic that I use for singing and for going live. I also have a Line 6 mixer here that I use for band practice, playing live, and going live on YouTube. But that doesn't have anything to do with recording or making videos. That's just to go live on YouTube. So what I do there is I use that mixer. I would run my Helix into the mixer, my mic into the mixer, and then I run that into the Scarlett or into the Focusrite. And the reason I did that is this mixer could be used as a USB interface, like basically I think like what Hippie has. But what I read after I'd bought this is that there's latency to it. So you could record 12 tracks simultaneously right now into Logic Pro X or Logic Pro and get a whole band recording, because that's what I wanted to do. The thing is when you want to go in to do overdubs or to punch in or anything like that, if you tried to go through this mixer, there's so much latency into the program that it would throw everything off. So that's the reason I went with the Focusrite interface, because basically that just handles all my audio and there's no latency with the Focusrite whatsoever. So that's why I run everything into that and then into my computer. I use that for OBS, the mixer into the Focusrite. I basically use that Focusrite for everything because it cut down on any problems. And everything that I got here, I have not had to download any drivers or anything like that. It's all been plug and play. Just basically hook it up and I've been able to go. That's why I went this route, and I will continue to use, to upgrade. GarageBand is a great program, and so is iMovie. Now, that comes free with the MacBook Pro or any type of Mac, Apple product, and those are perfect for recording. It's just, if you upgrade, there's a lot of things that make it more simpler, I guess, for workflow. For example, which I'll just go into that later, like in a different video, but there's crossfades and there's auto punch in and stuff like that with Logic Pro. And the same thing with the Final Cut. iMovie works fine too, yet if you upgrade to Final Cut, there's so much easier for workflow and how to edit your videos. And another thing with Apple products is anytime that they update anything, that's free of no cost. So I basically run my Line 6 G10 wireless into the guitar in, and then I run an unbalanced, which is just a guitar cable, a regular cable, out of the 1/4 inch out left mono into my Focusrite, and that is the red cable you see there. Now the XLR cable on the left is my mic. Out of the back of my Focusrite is XLR cables that run my studio monitors. Now I know Don uses a PA system, so I'm not sure if out of the back of that you could run that to the PA and then monitor your sound through there. I'm just not sure on that. So that's my setup. Just wanted to show you guys how I do it. There's a million ways to do it, and you can spend as little or as much as you want. It's all up to you, really. It just shows you that, you can record or do videos or YouTube on pretty small little studio anymore. If you guys have any questions or comments, just comment below, and have a good one, everybody.